Hello, my fellow readers. I, Dark Symphony 777 with FanFiction Reading. As always, a link to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications, click and leave a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts on the story and any future fanfiction you want to review. It's gonna become a running gag that I keep messing my own intro, isn't it? I just now noticed, no matter how hard I try, I always seem to get my intro wrong. I always seem to screw it somehow. So, anyway, this story right here, is called The Wand by How 101. It is actually a transformation story. So, let me give a little background for those of you who don't know the whole deal with, TF3, CGTF sort of thing. They're basically transformation stories where you transform from one thing to another. And I'm actually a big fan of these types of stories, because I always liked the whole idea of transformation. I always thought it was kind of weird. I always thought it was kind of intriguing too. This is specifically a Delphox transformation. I actually had to look Delphox because I completely forgot what Delphox is. This is Delphox right here. This is Delphox. And I'm just like, wait, and I'm like, isn't that one Pokemon that kind of evolves from the one Pokemon everyone seems to love? That one fire Pokemon, Vixen, that the one with sticker in the butt. Yeah, the one with sticker in the butt right here. And I'm like, it got to the point where everyone likes Finnegan. Everyone loves Vixen because of design, and everyone's like forgets about Delphox. Everyone forgets about Delphox for some reason. Because whenever you get like any sort of womanly Pokemon, they're instantly compared to Gardevoir. I mean, there's a reason why Gardevoir is like the Pokemon Playboy model. It's like when it comes to like non-artwork, it's always whenever it has to do with Pokemon, they always compare. It's as good as Gardevoir. It's as good as Gardevoir. I got to one of my friends, I'm not gonna name the name, he has like a little Gardevoir turkey he cuddles while he sleeps. That's cute. Probably the same thing with like either a mobile plushie or a soup plushie, if there's ever a soup plushie somewhere in the world. Hint, hint, nudge. So yeah, let's get started. There's literally no synopsis, it's just literally just a Delphox. It just says, short story Delphox transformation. Hope you enjoy. It's a supernatural story. Alright. Let's get started. I hate my life. That's one way to start a story. just flat I hate my life. Alright. Let's get started. Dirt Green slowly turns down a small muddy path in the middle of the woods. Tall, massive trees linked to on either side, reducing sunlight to a trickle, with patches in a few spots. He's just been bullied again because of his like of a game called Pokemon. Just... I'm sorry. That's way funnier than I was thinking. I'm pretty sure it should be Pokemon. Pokemon. Every single flavor, there's about 700 plus flavors of Pocky. Yeah. Okay. This is a really weird thing to bully, but a lot of transformation stories, they usually start like some guy liking something that nobody likes. There's a lot of My Little Pony transformation stories, always, oh, I like bronies, and then they get sucked, and then they transform into a pony, and they get their minds wiped, and actually turn into a pony. Again, transformation stories are weird. But this is par for a course. He's being bullied, so he's probably gonna find something, I'm guessing, a wand. I think I turned Delphox that way. That's what I'm guessing. That's usually how it goes. He was obsessed over it. Playing the video games over and over again, collecting cards, and writing Pokemon fanfiction on places like DeviantArt. Alright, alright, there's a hobby and then there's kind of obsession. I mean, there's one lady in California who has a ton of Pokemon memorabilia. I think she actually has the world record for most memorabilia in the world. She has like a lot of pieces of memorabilia. So that's fine, I guess. Of course, at his school, showing even the slightest liking towards something as nerdy as Pokemon. Okay, it was funny the first time, that was the third time, and it's getting kind of annoying. Was instant condemnation by the popular kids and constantly blinking in your future. Alright. So the teen brushed some straggling specks of blood off his red t-shirt and jeans. Excuse me, I don't know where that came from. He'd fallen into a mud puddle when he tried to escape the daily teasing sessions with the school bullies outside after school, to no avail. His brown shoes fared no better and was almost completely beyond receiving. He had to buy another pair again. One Pokemon in particular stood out to him. Delphox. Okay, that's... I have to say something about the sentence. It's like a weird way to transition from one sentence to another. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's really weird for the type of story. I was like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you could have switched this sentence with this before finding some after like this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It just feels weird. It just looks weird. That's just me. The amazing fire and the amazing psych and fire abilities, plus the equally amazing looks, was what attracted Derek to this Pokemon pocket monster. He then carried Delphox notebook in his backpack. Back at home, Delphox posters and figurines lined the walls of his bedroom with a few other Pokemon memorabilia scattered around. Okay, now it's getting kind of weird. I mean, sure, but a lot of, I guess it's probably so bad. I'm almost tired. Delphox, more people are fans of Lucario and Gardevoir, and that's more because of all the naughty artwork there is of them. I don't want to get my channel taken off, but it's like, if I would show like literally a comic of involving Gardevoir and Gotham, so as well. So I'm not going to. Let's see. Derek long lived messing up the sentence again. I keep messing up sentences. Derek longed to live in the Pokemon world himself, a loyal Delphox by his side. Well, he has to get Fennec in, and then he has to get Brace in, and everyone's gonna upset over the Brace in, and then Delphox is gonna go on, meh, and then walk away. I'm kidding. Going on a journey together and win all the badges and be the top trainer in the land. He spent hours imagining himself fighting in an exciting battle against another trainer, his Delphox easily conquering the opposition. The throngs of girls would throw themselves at his feet. Paradise. Sometimes, when he was particularly depressed, he would imagine what would it be like to actually be a Delphox. Yeah, well, you're gonna get your wish. Be able to see the future, plus smite your enemies with a huge wave of scorching fire sounds pretty awesome. Especially using that power to get revenge on the people who tease them. But that would never happen. This was cold, harsh reality. Pokemon didn't exist in this world other than video games and stories. How about an anime, and card games, and memorabilia? There's much more. No matter how much he wanted them to appear in real life, Derek sighed sadly at this truth. He had a small stone laying on the dirt trail. Of course, he didn't have too much to complain about as a human, at least. 2 loving parents, no major financial worries, and the worst problem he faced was the bullying problem at school. People undergo far worse than that and still pull through. So how bad can he be? Yeah, point. So he knew he was just spoiled, but Derek was depressed anyways. At times like these, after another session of Reggie's name calling, he just wanted to disappear from the human world and longed for the bliss of training your own Pokemon. Suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, Derek saw something, half buried in the dirt and covered by a pile of leaves. It was a stick. Something tells me the stick is the wand. I mean, well, Fox carries a stick and uses it as a wand, so... Huh? I don't know. But something seemed wrong about it. Like it just didn't fit in with the rest of the scenery. It was too smooth and unnatural looking to be realistic. It was as if it had been carefully carved by somebody. By someone. Who? For what purpose? Curious, the team yanked the stick out from the dirt grass and brushed it off, examining closely in the patch of sunlight. If he didn't know any better, Dirk would have sworn that it was a wand kind. One end was somewhat flat, tapering down to a thin, round point on the other end. It was slightly curved and smooth, with the stub jutting out from the top. It also looked a bit like the exact stick Delphos uses when it fights battle. For a second, Derek considered what might possibly be an actual Delphos stick. Then he remembered he was in reality. Pokemon don't exist beyond books and video games, fortunately. He sighed longingly. Well, couldn't help at least pretend, right? Setting his backpack on a stump, Derek's with a stick, imagine he's one of his favorite Pokemon. Living in the general universe of the Pokemon. The Pokemon thing is getting annoying. I'm just gonna say Pokemon because it's just become more natural to say Pokemon and Pokemon. God, that got annoying. Okay, unknown Derek, the stick really was wand. Ooh. A little classmate who secretly a young wooden training accidentally lost it on the way to school. Went late noticed in the woods before Derek finally discovered it. Because of course, it always has to do with witches. Because it's pretty much how all bad transformation stories go. Because it's always something to do with magic. It's always something to do with witch. If you're like a break band, then that will probably have to do with Discord or something like that. Another fact unknown to the team was that the wand was sending off subconscious thoughts, emitting a strange red glow that had gradually begun moving into Derek's hand, up his arms, and throughout his entire body. While Derek was fighting an imaginary foe, launching a massive flare attack his mind, the mysterious energy began affecting his red t-shirt, causing it to become looser on the sleeves and bottom, while tying up around his torso. The bottom began to stretch down, condensing it into seams. The shirt's fabric began intertwining with the fabric of beams, gradually pulling the two closer and closer together. The shirt's color began leaking into the jeans, straining them the same dark shirt as the shirt. Oh, oops, this sentence. The shirt's color began leaking into the jeans, staining them the same dark red as the t-shirt itself. As the dark red color spread across the pants, completely erasing the blue of the jeans fabric, the shirt continued to fuse with the pants, binding the two together until it was impossible to tell where the division between the pants and the shirt was. And it was now more like a jumpsuit than the two super pieces of clothing. Okay. The pants sewed out the waist, continuing outward and down towards the feet. The same happened to shirt sleeves, although to a lesser extent. The shirt, however, had tightened considerably. It was now pressed deeply into his chest and stomach, forcing slightly round belly to heat towards and disappear, as the bone organs within his chest began to get slightly compressed tight together slightly. So, you are no match for my Derek's boasting, cut short as he tripped over his increasingly baggy pants. He suddenly snapped out of fantasy, looking down at Cash and Cope to his flaming face into the mud. The transformation stopped instantly as Derek lost his concentration on imagining the Delphos began to panic. Derek gazed upon his new strange clothes softly grated fabric with his wand. What the heck? His shirt and pants as someone used in the wand, given the appearance of a very strange, exotic, dark red dress. He clutched his chest, a slight shortish I'm butchering the sentence, or not. He clutched his chest, feeling a slight shortage of breath from the tightness of the shirt wrapped around his torso. The baggy dress, quotation marks, seemed very, very familiar. It sort of reminded him of Delphos, even though Delphos' furry torso was yellow and white, while his was still red. Derek vaguely recalled the strange tingling when he felt his daydream, which he had dismissed as lightheaded or just part of the fantasy. Was he then? Oh wait, I skipped it. Then he saw a stick in his hand, still glowing in his hands. He could feel the vast energy within it as it slightly pulsed when his grasp, still emitting the cryptic energy. When he felt the potential power flowing behind his mysterious stick, a new possibility struck him. Any other time would have dismissed this idea as ridiculous nonsense, a mere fantasy that could never happen. But now it suddenly, strangely seemed to make sense. Was he turning into a Dell box? The answer may shock you. Yes. Thought excited him as he looked at his dress in a new light. Could it be possible? Could it be possible? He smiled at thought, really considering the possibility. He noted that although clothes had begun to take the shape of his favorite Pokemon, they hadn't fused with him yet. He assumed they would do that later on. If this was permanent, which would certainly be a possibility, then this would likely be the last time he can bow if he wanted to. All they had to do was find a way to take clothes off, find some suitable alternative clothing, and likely resume as normal, despite that you're probably at least thinner. But from here on, there would be no turning back. There would be a chance to stay in box forever. Okay, before I continue the story, I'm just gonna guess that this is a straight translation. This is gonna be a T sound. The T means that means transgender transformation. That means basically gender bending. So since most people assume Delph boxes, because by extension Dixons are female, it's probably going to be female Delph box. That's what I'm gonna guess. Right, at that moment, he wanted to be a Delph box. Dirk wondered how to get the transition going again, having eagerly made his decision. Perhaps imagine transforming into the box? That usually works in stories he's heard of, so he's aware of transformation stories. Derek closed his eyes and imagined Delph box standing all around. He tried to picture everything down to the slightest detail. He imagined his human features slowly transforming into those of a Pokemon he loved, shifting and reforming to Volpine characteristics. After so over a few minutes, Derek opens his eyes. Nothing! Nothing! You lose nothing! Absolutely nothing! I like that. Sorry about that. Thing had changed. Not one bit. How far am I? Okay. So, nearly 20 minutes. Derek nearly threw the stick down in frustration. What happened? What went wrong? Why hadn't changes resumed? Perhaps he was just wrong about the whole translation idea. Then he saw the vest. Jimmy. It was sleeveless and yellow, lying on the ground a few feet away. It was almost identical to the yellow tough fur encasing the Delph box's chest. Okay. Derek eagerly ran and grabbed it, then dropped it into the ground in pain. It was hot. Steaming hot. His hands felt like they had third-degree burned, and you could almost see smoke rising for a while. Pause. He can put on. Could he? Delph boxes were fire taught after all. I don't know whether or not to put apostrophe on this, but I don't know. That one's up in the air. Surely you could get used to this heat. Perhaps it was a test of his all, to see if he wanted to be a Pokemon and to be willing to risk serious injury, or something like that. Anyways, he was sure it could work out, hopefully. Anyhow, he would not be able to leave it off without any consequences. He would have to go all in for all the cards on the table. Was he willing to make that choice? Yes, he was. Hesitating for 1 second, Derek quickly grabbed the vest, quickly transferring it from his holding hands through the armholes and finally on shoulders. After a few attempts to do this new bagginess, the teen finally sees it and gets the vest on. Wrapped suddenly around his shoulders, he inserted the vest on his body. Come on it. Okay, without warning, the physical change resumed as clothes house seemed to begin changing their molecular structure, transformed from leather and cloth, skin, and fur. Derek watched complete awe and astonishment as his hands slowly became fur, a natural pan protecting his legs from the outside world. More astounding, those long hairs of dark red fur began to attach themselves to Derek's skin, fusing with and becoming part of his body. A strange tingling sensation wafted through the air around his legs during this process, accompanied by his itches. As Derek began scratching himself furiously, he suddenly felt his hands brushing against his new coat, down to the last hair. The same happened with his arms. The dark red shirt transformed itself into fur and fused with Derek's arms. A mysterious heat energy swept into his fur coat, and Derek sighed happily at the feeling. It was like wearing my nice warm heated pajamas, except those pajamas are attached to you. Then the teen felt a small twig pain as a small column of fire suddenly ignited, bursting out of his hands. Derek saw a small whimper as the flames painfully consumed, turning completely black as charcoal. Then his hands painfully shifted, small, sharp ones bursting out from his outstretched finger as his fingernails fell off, blood dripping from new claws. As if that wasn't enough, the two of his fingers and his thumb began to fuse together, forming a three-finger sort of ball hand. Derek, like the pain radiating from his changing claws, couldn't help but with curiosity at this unnatural strange process. Small pad in the form of his hands, no longer feeling pain from still burning hands, his skin began to break in a blister which formed in the middle of his outstretched palm and swelled, stretching outwards and developing a leathery texture twice on the palm. Derek winced as a supervision began happening to his feet, which began turning black pests with razor-sharp claws painfully burst out of his skin as his nails fell. A small trail of blood oozed from his toes. His toes began to shrink back into his feet, fusing each other until all that remained were three small nuts with sharp claws protruding from them. Next was the vest, following the same pattern as his pants and shirt, enveloping his chest in beautiful swaths of luscious yellow fur. The warmth continued to radiate from his fur, gradually increasing in strength and temperature, making Derek feel nice and in his new clothes. The yellow fur parted down the middle as dirt revealed underneath seemed to melt off his body in the intense temperature, exposing his bare chest. A sudden burst of pain from his exposed chest instantly faded as a huge column of white flame roared out of his toe, shooting out from the top of his chest and spinning downwards, ending at his thinning waistline. It then solidified and became a hot fur, a dense heat billowing both in his body and outwards. By now, his entire body, although it itself still mostly maintained a human posture and shape, was entirely covered in magnificent warm fur, with the exception of his head. But began to change. The now familiar, comfortable, warming, tingling sensation began to spread up his neck and into his head, making him go slightly. The yellow fur soon followed, stretching up from his chest fur and completely enveloping the neck into warm, soft, yellow fur. His fur was a lot shorter than the fur on his chest. Derek's head began to feel numb as the surge of energy built into his head, pushing to his skull. Energy pressed harder and harder against his face, particularly against his nose and mouth areas. Derek felt like he was going to throw up as the energy relentlessly increased, wanting to expand and be free of his human strength. He felt like his skin was going to explode. Finally, his face gave way to the pouring wave of energy, his nose shooting forward, followed by his mouth. The sensation was peculiar and slightly painful. Derek watching with morbid fascination as his face lengthened and stretched, forming a long, thin muzzle of sorts. Derek suddenly coughed, then gasped and shivered, surprised that he was coughing up blood. Even where his own teeth were falling out. They fell onto the grass, accompanied by small spurts of blood spit out by the transforming teeth. Two sharp fangs burst from his changing gums to take place of old teeth, razor sharp and fire-resistant. His tongue enlarged and grew, filling out the length of his new muzzle. Yellow fur began sprouting from the top half of the muzzle, while white fur grew underneath. The fur rapidly enveloped his entire face, covering it with a layer of short fur. However, the formation of Derek's new muzzle only temporarily satisfied pent-up energy still increasing his head. Derek whined as he clutched his head in pain, getting massive headache from the overflow of energy filling his head, crowding out his skull. There had to be some to release all, surely there had to. Fortunately, there was. Derek's ears began to hurt as he began moving upside of his head, going by the second. In a few moments, he shot top of Derek's head, getting right into the air, forming a sort of vent for the energy inside. Finally, the enemy had somewhere to go. It eagerly took this opportunity, rapidly exiting Derek's body and expelling far in the air. Some of the energy turned red, transferring into bushy long fur that sprang from his ears upwards. Okay, I want to see Delph's again. Just so I can get a comparison where the transformation. Come on, no! Alright. Alright, I'm gonna wait for it to load. Oh, it's loaded. It's loaded. Alright. So, here's... Alright. Okay. I just want to see what Del Fox looks like again. Okay. Suddenly felt his eyes. I read that one. I missed a sentence. With the excess energy's release, Derek began to feel better. Suddenly he felt his eyes subconsciously close, and for a few seconds he was completely blind as his eyes changed. He lost his senses of sound and smell too, as his three orbs revived strength become sharper and clearer. Physically, I think the physical changes were nearly done, and Derek looked over himself and wondered at his new self. But it wasn't over yet. While Derek looked like Del Fox through and through on the outside, he still had a mainly human body underneath all layers of fur. That quickly changed, however. Derek winced slightly as his actual body began changing, modifying his not only withstand the ever-increasing fire energy building up in his outer layer of furs and slowly leaking into his body itself, but to master it, manipulate it, and control it at the slightest whim. His neck and chest thinned as his hips grew wider, giving him a slightly feminine appearance, despite being a boy. There was one thing Del Fox Derek was not a huge fan of, and he sighed slightly at this new event. His disappointment was instantly forgotten, though as the surge of power flowed through his changing body. Power! It felt amazing! It was exactly what Derek had expected. To sum up the changes, a lighter patch of fur in the shape of a crown appeared on the fur legs. The change is complete. Derek surveyed his new body with an increased sense of joy. Derek had to wander during the transformation, and now it lay a bush several feet away. I wonder, Derek thought to him as he advanced toward the wand. Tripping it at one point, Derek hoisted it in the air, wielding it like a sword. He wielded it tonight, and the tip burst into a small yet beautiful flame, faintly illuminating the woods around him. He felt the magical energy surge within, and it was his to command. As new Pokemon began exploring his new powers, he began shoving thoughts of his family and friends to the back of his mind. He was focusing on the here and now. The wand began erasing any desire to turn back to a human, diminishing the joys of humanity and exaggerating the being a Pokemon. The wand's center powers began to destroy his memories of happiness as a human, and individuality and love of his family all appeared in nothingness. The perfect relationships and love of his family and friends was gradually broken, erased into oblivion. Derek still remembered his family and friends, but only as abstract figures that held no personal connection to him. Thanks to wand magic, being human no longer had any appeal to him at all. He began to dislike and discard the human race, now considering them little more than parasites bent on turning him a slave to fight their battles with. Derek grinned mischievously, looking at around us. He was going to have so much fun in the new form. Okay, then we get the point you change. Okay. That's fine. This is bad. This is really bad. I covered a log within the forest, covering my school, twigs and brushes cut into skin, and the mosquitoes viewed me as endless book and attacked in swarms. This was so much easier on want. Of course, I had it. I couldn't believe I was on the way to school. Then to top things off, I couldn't afford to be to school. So I run to school instead and late anyways. Then I get pissed into tea for an hour and a half. After hitting my search, I finally just got up my 5 minutes ago. At headmistress the head, which find out about this, I'm in trouble. I could lose a wand or be in the mad world, never to return to the normal world again. I picked up a stick and threw it down in gust. Oh, that was it. Discouraged, I head down Main to search for the down. It's gotta be somewhere in here. I really hope no one picked up. Rogues aren't search for anything, and the main reason losing can have disastrous consequences. What's that? Didn't sound like anything I ever heard of inside human either. Oh no. Please no. broke into sprint, dashed toward the sorting and natural noise. Please don't let that be my wand. Please don't let, please don't let my wand. It was my wand. I skipped to the stop right off the large train. Yeah, keeping us shut at the station in the middle. My pedal on naturally large ears, drinking fire powers? This does look like a magical creature, I know. Emitting another loud cry, the creature began a massive column of fire, forming a huge spark of flames. With another cry, the creature unleashed the flames at a cluster of trees on the opposite edge of the ring. I felt a huge rush of as the flames made contact in the inner area. Blaze. Wait, what was that creature clutching one of tall hand thingies? What? Oh crud, I figured it was a time call for backup. The tree around the air, that thing lasted were already alight. This is quick spiral out of call Headmistress. I was half risen and half agonized by her appearance. Immediately I pointed to where that creature was aiming at another fire attack on a different cluster of trees, apparently unaffected by the fire. Oh my. The eyes dropped open in shock as she surveyed the situation. Shaken off the flies, instantly switched into serious mode. Taking a spell that was several years ahead of my studies, and she thrust her wand in the direction of the sky, and there was a loud clap of thunder, followed by a torrent of rain, extinguishing the flames instantly. The creature apparently wasn't like the rain, however, and ran to the woods, yelping afraid. Having stopped the fire, the headmistress seized the rain with a simple whip of her elaborate silver wand. Dashed off in pursuit of the creature, giving me the ball, which I did obediently. The creature did far, the rain, lying propped up like a tree, panting. Suddenly came from there. In an instant I remembered what it was. It was those creatures from that game, Pokemon. Those grew nerdy back at school. Delphox. Okay, so this Delphox thing were need to be capitalist. Maybe, no, yeah. Maybe, I don't know. With Pokemon it's completely weird. But one here. The headmistress states, seen my wand clutched in the Pokemon nest. By looking at the evidence, someone probably turned himself to a Delphox, or whatever it is. These rogue wands is quite common in the modern world. Unfortunately, the memory appears in white. By the stage, the transformation is reversible. The eye staring into Pokemon's red eyes would be, I wonder who the poor who himself in Delphox was. When Headmistress tried to snatch the wand, Delphox set out and gripped the wand tighter, gloating slightly. Headmistress stared at Pokemon, figured out what to do. Normally, the vid gives the wand empty transformation, but it seems that the victim has incorporated the wand into its new form. She stated, rubbing her chin. Finally, she conceded, I think we're gonna get you a wand, witchling. I sighed in massive feet. I was going to be so much trouble for this. There are only two things to do right now, since the Delphox won't get your wand continued. Reaching for her wand, first we have to shut down the wand. I observed silently the headmistress uttered another incantation. A small blue glow shot out of the wand to mine, glowed a faint blue before fading. The Delphox didn't seem to notice the action, though still growing slightly. What did you do, I asked, curious. Took away the majority of the wand's power, she lied. Still keeping an eye on Pokemon, but it is nothing more than a magic fire. I go to the type normal Fox use. We don't want him using non-fire-based powers, do we? I suppose not, I replied sheepishly. Wait, why does it matter? Because we're gonna teleport him back to the Pokemon world, he answered emotionally, where he can live out the rest of his lives as a normal Pokemon. I started to argue, kept my mouth shut. As much as I didn't want it to happen, the most logical choice. He can't see here, and he has no choice to turn back. It's really the best option for me, as much as I didn't like it. I remained silent as the headmistress began forming a swirling pool with her wand. The king will never be his fan friends, but at least he'll be happy, I hope. A third point of view. The portal complete should be completely opened. The portal complete a few minutes later. Okay. I didn't read the sentence. Excuse me. The portal complete a few minutes later, the headmistress began leading the Delphox towards waiting portal. Derek was going off. He had been chased and caught by two women, and now one was leading into a strange, green, glowy thing. He whined in fear, with the cough he had before ebbing away along with the fight. If it wasn't for the sudden and mysterious rainstorm sapped his energy and power, he could easily kick those two's butts. He touched his stick cautiously and was slowly pushed toward the glowing portal. Whistling softly, Vanessa watched with the as swarming Pokemon slowly advanced forwards, pushed by the headmistress with the help of yourselves. Finally, the struggling Pokemon pushed through, and both the headmistress and Vanessa struck their heads into absurd expression. Huh. Eric found himself a small grassy field bordered entirely by types. A small stream ran by tree. A small stream ran along the field's southern edge, bubbled cheerfully. The cry of a dozen different species of Pokemon, not finally Pokemon, risen in the air, and a fur-carrying bug-type Pokemon peeked from behind the trees and grass. What was he? Delx? He glanced down, confused at his new settings. Surroundings. Vanessa and Headmistress watched the Pokemon intently. A few of emotions run through their heads. Would you like it? When Derek saw confused masses of Pokemon hiding in the shadows and a small flock of bird-type Pokemon flying quietly in the air, he let a small gasp of recognition. He realized where he was. He was in the Pokemon world. His dream had come true. The one had worked its magic well. Derek had no desire to go back and increasingly urged to run, jump, have loads of fun in this new form, and there was so much to explore. He let out a happy yelp as he began running through the woods, eager to stake out his lane and get started on his new life. At the edge of the woods, something weird struck him. Perhaps a small final gasp of his memory. He suddenly whipped around, backwards to see nothing. Just empty feet. Oh, well, probably the Derek gave a final piece of hesitation before bounding into the woods. Long knew was easily propelling him through the forest with his new life, a new beginning. So that's that. The headmistress sighed relief as the portal closed for the final plot. She turned her attention toward Vanessa, now quivering in fear. I will need to file this indent in order to make it cancel. Then we'll decide punishment, she said emotionlessly, I'm butchering emotionlessly, getting to walk back toward the school. Vanessa followed skulking. In the meantime, we'll need to stay here to finish up, the mistress continued. Make sure no one of the dogs of us. Only a small fine rain happier. Understand? Vanessa nodded, silent. Good, Witchling. You'll probably be able to figure out who that was by whoever suddenly comes up missing since files. Report back to me so I decide what to do with family. You understand? Vanessa nodded again. Afraid to do anything else. Good. Now come with me to the magic realm so we get your new wand. After you finish things up here, you are to return immediately. We'll be grounded until final punishment is determined. We cannot be losing wand willingly. Understand? Vanessa nodded sadly. She really didn't know the more now. That stunk. The headmistress ended satisfaction at having her message understood. And reached her wand, she can make a portal back magic. Instead, she suddenly paused. I opened in shock. Where's the wand? So that's the end of the story. I like the story. I think it was a simple, transformation, not too big. I thought the was gonna go the GT route, but if it's a male, then it's fine. As long as the transformation is good. The detail of the transformation. I don't know that much about the Fox, so it's fine. Big surprise was where is it? I thought it was gonna end here. Before seeing the points of view, really because, most people, the story ends with the actual transformation, so I wasn't expecting there to be more. I thought the story was gonna be longer, and, it was gonna end with, Derek and mischievously looking at surroundings. He was gonna have someone in his form, because how transformations usually end. Unless there's a cool plot to them. But this pleasantly surprised. This wasn't bad. A little surprised by the changing of point of views, but I think it helps with the story. And him going to the Pokemon world is fine. The only things I can see is the fact he constantly misspelled. He constantly forgot the in Pokemon. I love that steak on, but it's annoying. And sometimes he forgot to capitalize D in the box. Well, that's probably a weird one because how Pokemon work, because you can easily leave them as lowercase and make them uppercase as well. So Pokemon's like really weird in regard. Because I don't know how if they should capitalize or lowercase. Unless you like actually reading content, then you'll probably be able to figure it out. But give this a 4 I think it's great. I think it's a good story, good transformation story. Not the best. I read a lot of transformation stories, some big transformations. But overall, I think this is a very good story. Maybe if they were chapter, or what I'd do to make it like a 5 out of 5, honestly, I wouldn't even know. I mean, I don't know, now that I think about it, maybe I could bump up to a 5 out of 5. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put up to 5 out of 5. I really like the story. Mainly the only complaint are grammar errors. Really, even then, I'm not a grammar, obviously, I care too much about grammar errors. Even then, just the fact that he flat just, hey, Pokemon, and the author corrects us saying Pokemon. I'm like, oh god. Come on, you could have done that. But yeah, I really like the story. It's pace enough, the transformation is good, it's written, that transformation is good. The little extra at the end was completely caught off me off guard. It was a welcome change to like traditional transformation formula. But yeah, I like the story. It's been Dark Simpson, and cut.